Hello travelers, Boardman21 here, and today we are going to have day 2 of Hype Week, and this time we're covering new enemies and new models for some of the existing models that are already in the game, such as the companions for the Primalist and Beastmaster in particular. So with that, we're going to go ahead and dive into this, and I tell you what, they are looking really good. As we knew, every new patch that's come out over the last 4 to 5 years, it's always gotten better, and they don't let us down here. We have some excellent new looking enemies coming in 1.0. So let's dive into it. In today's post, we're taking a look at some of the new and updated enemies coming to the world of Eterra on February 21st. We are down to just 6 days. These enemy updates also marks the point where we have officially completed changing all models in last Epoch to fully custom created models. That's pretty exciting. This is largely a visual post showing off the new models our amazing enemy design team has put together. Get ready for your eyes and minds steeled for the new horrors arriving in Eterra with the release of last Epoch. And then we have some new enemies here. The Void Prophet. The Void Prophet will replace the current Void Clerics. We've also reworked this enemy's abilities to make them a bit more fair. There should be far fewer travels suddenly evaporating in the presence of Void Prophets without clear telegraphing. That's nice. A lot of these Void enemies you encounter in the first couple of chapters, especially those homing purple missiles that come after you, so if those are gone, I'll be very excited because I absolutely hate trying to speed run through those. As they home in and you get too many enemies on you, they chase you down, and without like high Void resist at that point, you're pretty much a goner. This guy looks really nice though. I like him. Almost kind of like a version of the Abomination, but I like him. Dude, they just look so good, so detailed, so much detail to them now, and then obviously just corrupted by Void. You really have that presence now. We have the mildly corrupted cultists. A perfect example of everything is relative. The mildly corrupted cultist is replacing many of the generic cultist enemies. This enemy gives a fair representation of a common result of what happens to a humanoid when coming into contact with the Void. And you can see the Void is slowly corrupting them, taking over their entire body. Dude, again, just looks really good. I can't wait to see these enemies in the game. Then we have the fully corrupted cultists. Of course, the prior begs the question of relative to what, and the corrupted cultist is the result of continued effects of the Void on humanoid victims and comes in to replace many of the ranged cultist enemies throughout the ruined timelines. Ooh, so it will be the first era that has all these new ones in it. Yeah, that thing's definitely corrupt. Oh god, imagine that thing chasing you down. Definitely, that's probably my favorite one so far. That thing looks sick. I love it. We have the bonus Scavenger. One of the new Immoral era enemies coming to last Epoch, the bonus Scavenger displays some of the military might of the Immortal Empire with this ambushing pack creature. Dude, is that a new take on like the scorpions in that area? Do we not have the fire damage resistant scorpions anymore? Oh, I'm assuming these ones will probably be necrotic resistant, or they look pretty armored. But we'll see. But dude, that's a sweet update. That looks so much better. I like it. We have the Bone Sculptor. The Bone Sculptor is another Imperial enemy which you find in the Immortal Empire's ranks. The Bone Sculptor is a necromancer capable of creating hordes of zombies if left unattended, though they aren't afraid to get their own hands dirty as well. So for the flying, I called them bats because I don't really know what they are. They're obviously sculptors. But does that mean we don't have like the nest anymore? Instead it'll be these guys summoning them? That'll be an interesting new take. Looks so much better. And I really like that they went away with the Void and made it more of the necrotic. So it's physical necrotic in that chapter. Yeah, I like it. Much better. We have the Flame Paladin. Rhea's forces are also seeing some bolstering in the coming war with the updated Flame Paladin. On top of a brand new look, the Flame Paladin will also bring new abilities to the field, helping them stand out from the standard rank and file. Dude, he looks more badass than all my Sentinels. He looks better than my Paladin. That'll be a fun enemy. I'm pretty sure those will be the ones you encounter either late in Chapter 6, or possibly, I think you do some of Rhea's forces in the very beginning in Chapter 1. I'll be curious if they're that soon or if you don't get them till later in the game. Then we have some new models for the companions. The release of last Epoch will also see updates to some player minion models. They're going to have a look at 3 of the updates with the Primal Scorpion, Sabertooth, and Raptor here. Ooh. Alright, we have the Primal Raptor. That definitely looks much different than what we currently have. A lot more bird-like. I feel like he doesn't look quite as ferocious as the one that we already have, but he's less dinosaur and more primal kind of, you know, raptor's bird hole class, so it makes sense. I like it though. Definitely way more detail than what we currently have. The primal scorpion, oh dude. That scorpion, he looks badass. I like the new scorpion. First thing I'm going to do is take all the size nodes inside of that skill tree and just see how big and powerful and mean we can make him look. I'm wondering if the baby scorpions also got updated. Gonna have to check that one out right off the bat. We have the saber, oh dude, the saber tooth. That is a big update for him. No longer white with his little zebra lines that he has. Dude, I like him. Doesn't really look that ferocious, but he definitely looks much better than what we have. And we have some new armor models as well. Alongside new enemy models, we're also adding 17 new armor sets across all classes in 1.0. Rather than set items, armor sets are base items which have a cohesive visual model between the armor pieces. These are all part of the base game as armor you will find while playing .mtx, purchased microtransactions, and today we're showcasing 10 of these new armor sets. There's going to be 17 new ones, so we're going to get 10 out of the 17. This looks like a Sentinel armor set. This looks like the starting armor that you're going to get. We'll let it play as we zoom around the character here. Not bad for starting gear. Yep, this is definitely early game right here. That's your starting set. Very nice. We have another set. This is obviously a little bit more beefier. I like the spikes on the shield. Nice lion. I'd say that's more mid-game, I'm assuming. Doesn't look quite powerful enough for end game, but I like the all of them have the line, all of them, the whole set, even to the weapon. I like that. We have the rogue. This will be the rogue base. Definitely much better than what we currently have in the game, so prepare to look much better upon entry into the world of Eterra. This also looks, I'm going to assume, more mid-game. These could be end-game ones, but I feel like the endgame ones always just have the most visual stunning, so these are probably mid. I'm assuming the 7 that they're saving are probably the endgame versions. That's my guess. We have the Primalist armor set. He definitely looks much better here. He looks good. This one's probably more mid-game, I'm assuming. I like, oh, they put the raptor into it. That's actually pretty sick. I like that they have the animals and your companions into it. Dude, that's a sweet raptor skull. I like it. We have the Acolyte. This one definitely says Warlock on it. From what I've seen from the Warlock reveal, that mask, yeah, that looks a lot more Warlockish. Makes sense that they would have that. This one looks more Lichous almost. I like it though. So much better. So much better than what we currently have. Really looking forward to seeing these. And then of course the Mage. That is definitely much different than what we currently have. You can actually see his face. It's much different. And here, the last one that we have, face is covered back up, but definitely can tell they're a mage or a wizard right off the bat. I like them. And then in closing, thanks for joining us for day 2 of the pre-patch blog week, also known in my words as Hype Week. Taking a look at some of the new enemies and models coming on the 21st. We hope you enjoy the visual improvements as we do as the team continues to improve the techniques. Join us again tomorrow as we take a look at the long-awaited skill tree for the Paladin's ability, Healing Hands. Ooh, Healing Hands is finally getting a skill tree. Alright, well, that's going to wrap it up. Let me know in the comments below which armor set looks the best to you and which new model and which enemy you like the most, or one of all 3. And I'm super excited for Healing Hands tomorrow. We've been waiting for a skill tree for that skill for a long time. But that's going to be it from me. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.